I'm going to get him or going to prison. Whoa, dangerous mind of a 22-year-old me. Damn, what a shame. But I didn't know the pizza man. I was looking for the cheese and the bread for the culinary gang. Culinary gang? Okay, then I let the mullet hang. I ain't got the budget to go cut it anyway. Wait, I forgot I'm paid. Feels like yesterday when I hid in the shade. Now I live in a crib on a hill, but I still wake up like I never met Sway. Never opened up a Wu-Tang like Charlamagne the God.
Well, check this out, guys. We've got Seth back over with his 93 Cobra. You guys remember this car. Anyway, he's having some issues with it right now. Tell us what's going on with the car right now.
Well, it started out with the RPMs were hanging really bad. So I unplugged the IEC. It works fine with it unplugged. Tried a new IEC and it went right back to the same problem. So I drove it over here with it unplugged and the car got a really bad miss. So now we got to go drive it around and kind of try to pinpoint this problem.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do now, is basically just drive the car, try to figure out what's going on with it. Like I said, it shouldn't be anything bad. We had talked a while back about the idle air control probably being an issue, but he replaced it, put a brand new one on it, and it's still doing the same thing. So guys, at the moment, I really don't know. I don't know what the loss of power and skipping came from, because you said on the way over here it dropped down to like 1,000 RPM.
Yeah, it went from about 2,500, 3,000 down to 1,000 3 times.
We're going to take this thing down the road, get you a quick video of it, and we'll see what's going on with it. And hopefully we can get this thing straightened back out. Wow, and your clutch is soft. Guys, I'm not used to this. There you go. I'll let Seth hold the camera. And it idles immediately. I'm jealous already.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff that should be going wrong that's not.
Yeah, look at that. I can just let off the clutch and actually the car goes. My car, we don't really have that luxury. Still working on all that. No scraping, rubbing. Oh man, I got a lot of work to do.
The suspension does make a lot of noise on inclines though.
I don't feel anything like immediately with it. So let's talk about the car real quick. Jonathan, Joe Nate, you guys have seen him in the videos. Put the turbo on for Seth. And what did it dyno at? This is the on 3 kit, by the way.
It dynoed somewhere around 490 at the wheels, I think. Then we tuned it down to, I want to say 460-ish.
The car makes really good power.
See, now it feels smooth. I wonder if you wiggled something around.
It could have been that wire that was laying up on the header. I mean,
it's like night and day different.
Yeah. So, I don't think we covered it, but there was a wire that was touching the header. Now, it's, what is it, a DEI? What wire?
Yeah, like DEI or something like that.
And they have the sleeves on them, but it was touching the header and it looked pretty burnt. So let's just see.
It's night and day.
Yeah, it's running.
Yeah, it's like perfect.
Yeah. So as of right now, guys, the car's doing really, really good. We're gonna go up here and turn around and just kind of check everything. But man, I'll tell you this thing's really smooth, completely different. And I'm sure you guys can hear the difference from riding the Calypso clone. So this lets me know that we got a lot of work to do. Look at that oil pressure. We don't have oil pressure like that. He's got his gauges up here, guys. This car is really tight, really tight. All right, we're gonna turn around and just head back. There's not a lot that we can do to really kind of test the car out. I mean, right now it seems to be fine. So it very well could have been a ground issue. And I didn't show you guys, but pretty much all we did was wiggle some ground wires around and like battery cables and then the spark plug wires. All right.
You want to get to the boost a little bit?
Yeah, we'll get in the boost a little bit.
You said it feels different than yours.
Yeah. So I'll just drive it like it wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that's
so
fine. And that speedometer's like 15 mile an hour off.
This thing is so smooth. So smooth. It does seem to pull a little harder on out there in 3rd gear. And dude, there's a big difference, like in between my car and this car, meaning how smooth it is. This car, it just plants and goes straight. Mine wants to,
Yeah, it does go straight.
Which we've got a lot of suspension work to do. to do on mine, but holy crap, this is what you want a turbo car to be right here, guys. This is the way you want it to act. It's perfectly fine to drive it around. I didn't even look at the boost.
Yeah, you don't have time to look at it.
Yeah, I didn't even look at it. But this is manageable and enjoyable, so I like it. And the Calypso clone, it runs good, you know, it runs good and all, but we still have to refine it. As far as the way the two run, I don't notice a huge difference other than this car gets in the boost a little quicker, and it seems to pull a little harder on out. So that may be a timing difference. It could be the fact that my car is just clapped out. The engine in my car has probably seen better days. But they're comparable to each other for sure. Let's see what we're at boost by. About 9 pounds, so about the same as mine. It looks like 9 or 10 pounds. What gears do you have in it? 327s?
Yeah, 327s.
Yeah. Seth, I don't think they know the backstory to this car. So this is only a 2-owner car.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, so his uncle owned the car, and like this is the car that I fell in love with whenever I was a teenager. His uncle lived right down the street from me, so I had to see this thing every day. Loved it, and up until, you know, you got the car, he was the only owner of it. So how long have you had this car now?
I got it whenever I was in high school, probably around 2011 or 12-ish. I want to say it had 36,000 miles when I got it.
Yeah.
So I put the majority of the miles on the car, and it was bone stock, not a single thing. It didn't even have exhaust done to it when I got it.
Yeah. You know how a lot of people say, oh, it's an old clapped out Fox body. They don't handle good. They don't drive good. They don't brake good. That's all crap. Don't buy into that. Now this car right here, yeah, it kind of feels that way. Like if you were to jump in this, if I were to put Seth in this and tell him to go drive it, he'd want to throw rocks at it afterwards. But I'm telling you, if you get in one of these cars that really has been taken care of, and all the bushings are good, and the shocks and the struts and everything's underneath it like it's supposed to be and not ripped apart, you would be surprised just how tight these cars are. I had forgotten they drive that easy. That's no joke. This thing drives better than the Retro Fox. I've not driven one that tight in probably, I don't know, man, 15 years probably. Guys, I think we found the problem. The spark plug wire down here was completely laid over on the header, so I do think that was an issue. Man, it ran completely fine.
It was perfect. Like
completely fine, so I don't see any issues there. As far as the idle air control, what happens, if you guys didn't hear it, what happens is when you plug the idle air control up, the idle just shoots up on the car crazily. These things are preset to open to a certain duty cycle or amount. So we need to go ahead and do a base idle reset, lower the idle screw down right here on the throttle body, check the TPS, and see if we can get this thing back going good. All right, I'm just gonna set you up over there. I'm gonna do this from a distance. We've done this a million times. Guys, I have a base idle reset video, link to it right over here if you guys wanna watch it. We're just gonna kind of blow through this real quick and see if we can get it done. I do not think what we're trying to do with the base idle reset is going to work. I don't think it has any effect whatsoever. We were talking, and basically what we've come to the conclusion is nothing has been changed on this car since it's been dyno tuned. How many miles have you put on it since it's been dyno tuned? Maybe 100?
Yeah, 100 today. I mean, I drove 20 miles to get here, so.
Yeah, so I mean, the car's not had any parts changed since it was dynoed. He did drive it around afterwards, and everything did great. So now all of a sudden there's an issue. So more than likely a sensor's went bad somewhere. So I'm not 100% on what controls all of this, but I feel pretty sure that the speed sensor needs to at least be looked at. Let's let this thing cool off real quick, and then we'll come out here and try to unplug the sensor and see if that helps. Sadly, we were not able to fix the idle air control issue. Guys, you know, I'd love to sit here and tell you that we found the problem and it's this. I have no clue what the problem is. I think it has something to do with the VSS. So there again, the vehicle speed sensor. I think that's the problem. And the reason why is because you said that you're getting a code, right?
Yeah, it's a code 29, which is for that,
So he said he's getting a code 29 for it, and that's the vehicle speed sensor. So that kind of makes sense. So if that thing is tripping out, then there's a good chance that it doesn't know it and it's trying to idle the car up based off that. only thing I can think of. But we did get the skip out of it, the miss. How we did that, I don't know. We just got lucky. We messed with some stuff, and I think we figured out what it was. Probably just a plug wire. So guys, not a lot really in this video to show you guys. I'm sorry, but at least you did get to see Seth's car, and we got to see both of them together. And when you see them together like this, the green doesn't really stand out like I thought it would. I figured it would kind of look odd, out of place. But anyway, guys, that's that. We're not going to get the cars out, do anything, nothing like that today. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.